Hello, hello. Welcome to day 1268 of Connecting the Thoughts. Quote for today is: Some storms keep rising until they smooth out the way. Some storms keep rising until they smooth out the way. And what do I mean by this? Well, sometimes we keep facing the same situation, the same person, the same challenge in different forms until either the way has cleared for us or we have gained the strength. Actually, until we have gained the strength or the lesson to clear the way forward. More on this on the other side of the show reel. Tag a friend who needs to receive this message. If you haven't subscribed already, do subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you on the other side of the show reel. Welcome back to the conversation. Today we are talking about some storms keep rising until they smooth out the way. And what do I mean by this? Storms do tend to arise in our lives, right? Storms can arise in terms of a financial crisis, it could be a health crisis, an academic crisis if you're a student, it could be a relationship crisis, could be an emotional crisis, anything that can happen that could stir up your emotions into a storm. It's something that stirs you up totally. That could be a storm. So what I'm saying is some storms keep rising until they clear the way out, until they smooth out the way. And what does that mean? If you haven't learned the lesson from the storm, if you haven't learned the lesson from the challenge, if you haven't come to an awareness about yourself, about the situation, then the situation is going to keep presenting itself over and over again in different forms, in different examples. I have another quote of mine which I will tag on this on the video. I say that life is an effective teacher. Until you learn the lesson, life is going to keep presenting the same lesson to you over and over again until you sit back, pay attention, and say, okay, tell me, I'm listening. So, yes, some storms will keep rising. Some storms will keep rising until they smooth out the way, until they have taught you what you are meant to learn. And the wisdom, exactly, the wisdom is in paying attention when you're going through a storm. It's just that sometimes when you're going through a challenge, through a storm, we don't want to get into the core of it. We like to play diplomatic. We just, we walk around the circumference, and we don't deal with the actual issue at hand. We like to, avoid uneasiness, avoid complicating things. Why should I hurt the other person? Why should I put myself through that? But it's only when you walk straight into the storm, take the lesson from the core of the storm, and then apply it, when the storm is going to settle down, and all you'll realize is things ahead are beginning to smooth out. The way forward is now clear. The way forward is more evident to you. You can walk that path without the fear of another storm catching you. So, yes, some storms keep rising until they smooth out the way. Give me a yes if this is sitting well with you. Let me know who's watching so that I can acknowledge you for your time. Let me know how this is sitting with you. Have you ever been through a storm and then caught your breath for just a moment and then realized you were caught once again in a storm? And the storm seemed to be the same. It just seemed like the same situation dressed in different clothes. So, yes, give me a thumbs up, some love, something, so that I know this is sitting well with you. And I would love to hear from you. What are your thoughts? Have you ever had that situation where you've been through different kinds of storms and probably applied a lesson that you learned from one from the other and then found your way out quicker? And how have storms made you stronger? Because challenges are there to make you stronger, right? In life, things the only thing that is obvious is change. Change is always going to show up for you. You can't constantly be on a high, you can't constantly be on a low. Things will keep evolving for you, and as they evolve, you are evolving with it, you are learning from it. So what are some things that you have learned from the challenges, from the storms you have faced? I think one thing that really sticks out for me is I am strong. I have learned that I am strong. So I'm going to write that in comments because this is what I feel. I am strong when I've gone through way too many storms of my own, and I have realized that yes, I am strong. And I wish you lots of strength to go through storms. And I do wish you lots and lots of wisdom to stay silent and to listen. What is the storm here to tell you? What is the storm here to teach you? And how is it making the way smooth for you? How is it smoothing out the way forward for you? How is it making you strong so that you can smoothen out the way moving forward? So these are my thoughts. I'd love to hear from you. I am strong in comments. If this has been of value to you, tag a friend who needs to receive this message. And if you haven't subscribed already, do subscribe to the YouTube channel because here's where I post daily videos on the little things that make life big. Thank you. And until tomorrow, keep smiling, keep shining, stay safe, and thank you for connecting the thoughts with me. Thank you so, so much. Thanks.